Good morning. Hello, I'd like to welcome you to my Facebook Live with Kelly. I'm just going to give it a second to find me on my page and for people to get on. But I'd like to say good morning. So if you're joining me live, say hello. And if it's your first time watching me, then let us know where you're from, what state you're from. But I just want to make sure I'm centered good and everything, so it takes a second to show up. So how's everyone doing on this gloomy and cold morning? At least I think it's cold. Probably a little cooler up north than it is downstate, but okay, let's see here. Just refresh my page. Oh, here we go. So got a couple on here. Good morning, Donna. Okay, I am going to kind of get started here, and it looks good. There's some little shadow here. I don't know what it is, but I was just going to show you. I am using the Cheerful Daisy Bundle, and so it's like a two-step stamping. So it's pretty easy to work with, and then the dies. This will be like, and I'll be showing you because I had cut some out, but this will be the outside, and this is actually the top layer, and then this is the center layer if you want to layer them all together, okay? So I'll show you how that's done. I had some, I think the hardest part is just lining these up, but once you get used to lining them up, let's see. I got that one. When I went to do this, it went right in. There we go. So it's not too bad, but just wanted to show you that. And then it's got, for all of them, the stem, okay? So that's what we're going to be working with today. And then I was just going to show you real quick is my other sets that I have bought from the catalog from our pre-order, because we can do a pre-order, and I didn't buy all the stamp sets. I bought what I like and what I was going to use, but the Crafting with You, I think this is so cute. I'm probably going to do a class with this, and it comes with the dies too, and the timeless arrangements with the little flowers, but I love all the sentiments. I think that's really cool, and that comes with some dies too, and I think it actually comes, let's see, let me find the right one. I think it comes where you can, I didn't even open this yet, where you can cut all the words out is what I'm hoping. I think that's what it was. So let's just see real quick if I can get this open. But I know sometimes I need more sentiments than I need anything else, so I really like this one. Let's see what the dies are. Oops. Yeah, oh yeah, I think it's just not for all the sentiments, but you can, I'm not sure, I'll have to try this out, but I'm kind of thinking you'll be able to stamp the sentiment like the thinner ones here, where it'll say very much or you make me smile. I'll have to try that out. I'm not 100% sure how that is because I didn't even open it, obviously, but it's got the little, the rectangles, the different ones if you need, so I'll have to play around with that. Interesting. So I got that one, and then the other one that I got was the beautiful balloons. I think we can all use birthday cards. But that's what I got in my pre-order, plus all the colors and inks. And then if you need a catalog, and if you'd ordered with me already, like the last 6 months, I've already sent you one. But if not, if you need one, let me know. I'll charge you for the shipping if I have to ship it, and then you'll get a coupon to like get your shipping back if you order from me, okay? All right, so here's the cards that I'm using or making today. I really like this one. I did my own little pot thing, but if you got, you know, something with the potted geraniums, but that might be too small, I'm not sure. but whatever, it's easy to create your own pot. And then I did this one, and this one you almost could leave blank, but I did the oops a daisy, so sorry, your friendship means everything, if you owe someone an apology. And just a little basket. I didn't have the little stuff to stuff in there, but you could use this for little soaps, candies, whatever, okay? So we will get started. But yep, if you're watching the replay or something, just write replay. It's nice that you can always go back and watch it and everything. So this is the new, the boho blue. So we're working with all new stuff today. Pretty much all new. This is going to be retiring. The split textured dies, I think. There's 2 of them. So I'm doing the 4 1/4 by 11, and I scored it at 5 1/2. Got my bone folder today. Aren't you guys proud of me? I'm always misplacing this, and I probably got like 4 or 5 of them. So, and then I took and layered this. Let's see, like that. And I try when I cut this. This is just like 4 by 5 1/4. But I try to leave enough of a edge there so I can go ahead and glue this on. Okay. Just kind of a fine strand there. Make sure I'm putting this on the right way. Might be the first time I glued something upside down. Okay. So let me just put this away for a second. And I got everything on my trimmer, but let me get that out. What you're going to use is I use the copper clay for this. I'm making my pot now, okay? My little flower pot. And I have a piece that is 2 inches by 2 1/2, okay? So what I'm going to do is I just moved this over. So I'm on the 2 1/2 side, and then I did, I put my top there, and I moved my bottom to 3/4 of an inch, okay? So this is my top of the pot, and that's the bottom. So I'm just gonna cut it on an angle. That's all I'm doing. So this one, I'm going to do it, or you can flip it over, however, I'm just doing the opposite. So, oops, I better get the right, guess you better flip it over. It might be easier to just do the same. It seems like that's kind of too far. Let's see. My pot seems wider. I wonder if I used it the other way. Let's see. I don't know if I got it. Let me grab another piece of paper because I think I did it the other way. I want the bottom a little bit wider. Just give me a second here. I should always have extra paper with me, right? Hopefully I got, yeah, I do. Okay. Just grab a piece here. Because I think the bottom's a little bit wider. I think I did it the wrong way. I did this yesterday, and then if you don't have it fresh in your head, you sometimes forget what you're doing. So I'm going to go 2 1/2. I like to kind of show you correctly here. Is that 2 1/2? Yeah, by 2. I actually started out with a lot bigger. Why does that not seem right? It's 2 1/2, and then I cut that. Sorry, that just didn't seem like it was. Oh, maybe that's what I did wrong. 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. I should have probably had it 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. So I'm going to still go on an angle. Now you could go a 1/2 inch. Maybe I'll do the 1/2 inch. I just want to see what it looks like. So I want my pot to look like it's even here. So let's see. So I got that there. And we're just going to go a 1/2 inch. If you had to draw it out with a pencil, you could, and just measure. Okay, there we go. I think that is what I used, 2.5 by 2.5. Yeah, that looks better. So however you want to do it, let's see. Now I want just a little bit. I guess it doesn't matter. So even if it's a little taller, because I might have cut that down, but I have a piece that is 2 3/4 by 3/4, and that's going to fit on there. So if you have to cut it down, which I think this is where I got my 2 inches from. So I'd start out with maybe 2.5. I'm going to go 2 1/4. Because I don't want my pot too high either, but I want this to fit on there. So yeah, that looks better. So maybe go 2 1/4 by 2.5. And then just cut a 1/2 inch off, not 3/4. Okay, either way we got it. So let me throw this out. And what I did is I used my copper clay. So you'll be able to get all this stuff on Tuesday. You can order if you're not a demo. So what I did is I'm using my little brush here. And I just kind of want to ink the edges a little bit. Kind of distress them or look like my pot's been used, not brand new. And if you even wanted to round the corners, like down here, you could, but I didn't. I just left it. And you're not really going to see the top, but I'm going to do it anyways. So then when you add this, let me get a little bit more here. You can see a little bit of like a line. There. My husband started tomato plants and pepper plants, so we were repotting them already because they grew a lot faster than what he thought they were going to. And we kind of weren't really ready for that, so, but we got it. We got them done. We'll have to do some more. Okay, so I'm just going to take and glue this on. And you actually can just glue it on your paper right away if you really want it to, your card, which we'll do. I did pop it up because I want the daisies to be popped up, okay? All right, so I'm going to put this on here. I hate to see this dye going out because I really like it, the split texture dyes. All right, so what I did here is I had cut my yellow, okay, the lemon lolly, and I gotta poke these out of the die that has got the 3 together in the leaves, which makes it really nice. I know a lot of people don't like it, but you can cut these. You can snip them right there so they're apart. I'm actually going to leave, oops, you can tell I got glue on my fingers already. I'm going to leave these dots in here because I'm going to stamp the centers. I'm going to stamp the centers now. And I'm not really sure if there's a right or wrong. I make stamp them on the white because I did stamp them here on top on the yellow. So I guess I'll just do the same. But sometimes I'd like it stamped underneath instead. But we'll take and glue these on first. So what I'm going to do is put glue on here. So I cut them out, and then let me just get this so I got them in the right order. Okay. Sometimes we get these upside down, but you could poke those holes out, but I figured since I'm stamping, I'm going to just leave them. But the other thing is if you don't even want to stamp the center, you don't have to. Okay, so we're just going to line that up. I always look for this leaf right here and then these three. It kind of helps to figure out how to line it up. So yep, these were the white I did on the outlines, okay? I took and cut that on the basic white of the flowers, so that's how you get that. So this is what you'd have this for the back, and then this for the center, okay? And this is for your top if you decide to layer them all. And I do have a card to show you that I did that, okay? So let's get these on. So this one is kind of the same. It's got that little flower there. That makes it a little bit, let's see, a little bit easier to figure out how to line that up. And I've had some that you had to keep turning and turning and turning until you figure it out. And if you get them like that, the dies, I put little marks on my dies for like the bottom so I can line it up along with my stamp set. So this way, if you're doing just the bottoms, then you can kind of line it up a little bit easier. Like I'd line this up with this leaf. So, okay. So now we will stamp. And look at, I got ink all over here already. We will stamp our little centers. So there's a smaller one, which will go for these two. Okay, I guess that don't look too bad. I was kind of unsure at first, but then this one. Okay. And I'm going to stamp the sentiment right away. It says, wishing you the brightest birthday. And these little tag things come out, or come with the set too. All right. So that's all stamped in the copper clay. And I better clean these because I got to use them for my next card. Because I will forget and get my inks all mixed up. Okay, so I got that. And then on the inside, I just stamped these three flowers, okay? You can stamp a saying if you want, or you can stamp the three flowers and a saying. I just love that lemon lolly. Let's see, I got my paper over here because I want it to stamp off a little bit for the third one. Let's do it over here. There. And I would use this on my envelope too. I think that's really pretty. Or the daisy. So, all right. So we can finish putting this first card together. I really, really like how the boho blue and the lemon lolly go together. Very pretty. Okay, let's go ahead and, oops, that card's done already. Let's get this one. Look at the inside in right away. But I had to go for a CAT scan on Monday, and they were trying to do the one where they put the dye in you or whatever it is. I don't even know. But because I couldn't drink or eat, oh, you know what I forgot is my dimensionals. Oof. Let me grab some. But anyways, with this dye, they have to do it through an IV, and they poked me like 8 times. 8 or 9, honestly. I lost track after a while because I couldn't drink anything. What I'm going to do is put glue here, but pop this one up. So I couldn't drink anything, and oh, it was awful. And then when they went to do the IV, because you have to put your arms over your head when you go under there or in the machine, but the thing popped off and all the fluid ran down my shirt. So it was just like, ugh, seriously. So not the best experience, but the one good thing is everything's good. So, all right, I better quit talking because I need to add these here. So I'm just going to add a little glue. But I thought, oh, I don't want to go through that again for a really long time. So he said nothing got bigger, didn't really get smaller, but it didn't get bigger. So that's a good sign. I'll take it. And he didn't seem real concerned at this point. So it's been kind of staying the same the last few times I've had to go. Let's see if I can get that in there. Might have to. Let's see. Can I? This is why I get glue all over, because I didn't go down far enough. There. Okay. So I'm just adding. You do get these little sprigs too as well. Oh shoot. This is what I did wrong. I wanted to cut that off. I forgot to do that before because I really want the flowers to hang down. So I can just snip that, and hopefully I can tuck them in somewhere. Do this before because I forgot. But I kind of like the flowers hanging down instead of up. So hopefully, oops, I can get them in there. Yeah, I like the way that kind of just hangs down like that. And I think I lost the leaf somewhere, but we'll put another one up here. So let's see. These leaves go with this stamp, but I just cut them out. I like the way they look. So, and I just got these two little ones that came from the inside of these, but I used them from their white instead of the yellow, the lemon lolly. So, and I'm just going to kind of stick that in there. I should have had this over if I would have had my leaves right from the beginning. Thank you for sharing, Carol. I do appreciate it. All right, let's see. I got a little bit too much glue on here. So I'm just going to pop that under there. Okay, well, yep, you can either start watching now, Karen, or you can watch the replay, either one, from the beginning. Glad you're joining us, though. So I'm just popping up the sentiment as well. I called my mom yesterday to see how she's doing. Now, I got this on this side. But because my leaves are hanging down so far, I think I'm going to actually just put it right there because I want it to be balanced. And then I got some embellishments. See those, the new embellishments. So these are the in color dots. So I'm just going to use 3 of them. Let's see. I'm going to put a bigger one down here. And because this space I didn't utilize very well, I'm going to do the 2 dots right there. Okay? So there's our first card. A little bit different because I changed things around, but I like how it turned out. I love the yellow, so bright, and who wouldn't want that for a birthday card, right? So that's the first card. Now our second card, I wanted to use the, let me see, I gotta find the color. I think it's Moody Mauve. Okay. Now, if you place an order now through Sunday night with me. And let me just get these set up. And use my house code, and it's $35 or more. Of course, I'll send you these 3 cards, but you will have to wait till you get the stamp set. But I'll still send them out. It'd be next week anyways, because I run this till Sunday night. So you got time to order and get your stuff, but you'd have everything ready for when you get your new stuff. So this is 4 1/4 by 11, your Moody Mauve, and I guess I forgot to score this one. So we will take and fold it in half. Okay, and then I have a piece of the white, the basic white. Let me just move that. And this is the new designer paper, the in color designer paper, and I'm just layering this on the front. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And they do have paper to go with the Cheerful Daisy. So I will be using that probably for my classes, which I will have a, oops, I almost forgot the white. I will have a class to go and a live class here in town. So I'm kind of still working on those cards because I didn't get everything in. I had to do 2 pre-orders because I forgot a bunch of stuff. The first time I ordered so early in the morning that I'm kind of lucky I didn't do the hit all button. So this is a tag by the Tailor Made Tag Dies. So I took and cut that out in the Moody Mauve, and I'm just going to glue that down. I need to get my little thing over here. Now I actually popped the tag up on my other card, but I think I'm going to pop the flowers up instead. So I'm just going to put that, and you don't even need this on there, but I don't know, I think it looks more like a tag. So, and then this is the new ribbon. I already cut some off. The new in color ribbon. I really like it too. Sometimes I wish it was a little bit thinner, but it works. So I kind of like the thinner ribbon to put on the cards because then it doesn't bulk up so much. All right, I'm just trying to get this through. Let me use my scissors instead. I do notice this ribbon frays a little bit, so I have to kind of be careful of how much I'm pushing on it to get it through there. Okay. So I'm just doing a little tie thing. Put a black on there, and I got two pieces of the twine, and I'm just going to tie a little knot. Not going to try to tie a bow with this. But I think a knot looks nice anyways. You guys, if I'm in the picture, I think on my end, I look like I'm frozen again, but hopefully you guys can see. So I'm just going to do a little knot here. At least it's not raining today, although they are saying possibly this afternoon more rain. Guess it's better than snow, but I think they're still calling for snow this weekend. But we were kind of lucky last week and we didn't get really too much, just rain. Okay, I'm going to just kind of clean that up. All right. So, yep, I think I'm just going to glue this down. We'll try it and pop up the flowers. Don't you guys just love this color? I love the paper, love the color, everything about it. Okay, so this is the bubble bath paper that I had used. I guess I got 2 of these. So I'm going to show you, I already cut this out, but I'm still going to show you how I stamp this because I want you to see. Let's see, I got white right here. And I got my little foam mat. Seems to work better with the photopolymer stamps. So I'm just going to outline, use the outline with the, let me move this, the Moody Mauve. Okay. And then let me just, I'm going to go ahead and do all these outlines. Oh shoot, that's not what I wanted to use. See? I always get those two mixed up for some reason. Here is the outline. All right. And then this one. Okay, so there's that. And then I am doing the centers, and let me just find, I think that's, okay. This is the bubble bath, and it's kind of hard to see because I'm not even here. Let's see. You almost got to be like hovering right over this. Does that look right? Even if it's not perfect, it's going to be okay. So the other two are a little bit easier, I think, but, and then if you do have a Stamparatus, this would be perfect for that. And this one, so let's see. Dog hair. Okay, so this one goes like that. So, and then I use the dies to cut these out. So you would be stamping that. And then we will go back to the Moody Mauve and do the insides. And I just did these the same color. I think they look nice that way. I think that's what I use, yeah. Yep. Okay, and then the big one. There. And that's all. So these will have your dies to cut out, like this one would cut this out. Just like that. And same with these two, okay? So I ran them through the Big Shot. So you don't have to watch me cut them out. All right. We will. I'm just going to put a little glue right there so I can kind of catch the ends of this. Now I didn't put a sentiment on the outside of this, but you could. I even think these twigs would be pretty, like, for a Christmas card, too. So let's go ahead and pop the flowers up instead of the tag and see how that looks. Oh, I forgot to stamp these. Huh, I wonder why I did that. Oh, goodness, it's kind of one of those days, I can see. So let's go ahead and stamp them because they definitely need. And hopefully I can stamp just fine. Oops, let's try that again. Oh, not too bad. It'll work. But I am going to stamp these too, definitely. I guess I wanted to show you how to stamp the center, right? That's too funny. All right, we did just fine. And if that bothers you, that I would maybe do like a little blender brush and just blend it a little bit. All right, let's get this one on here. So pretty. I love daisies. There's a toss-up between the daisies and tulips that are my favorite. Kind of just tuck that underneath there a little bit. Okay, then I'm going to add these leaves. I'm just going to get some glue there. I kind of wanted to bring in the bubble bath. I think that's right, bubble bath. And the Moody Mauve, like, together, to bring it all together. So, okay, I'm just going to set that there because I know I'm going to have ink on it. So I'm going to use the ink dots that go with it. Okay. We will do a couple up here. Let's do a big one. And a medium one over here, and they're sticking to my fingers like crazy. So on the inside, it says, oops a daisy, so sorry, your friendship means everything. I think this one I'm just going to stamp your friendship means everything, or I may even do the happy birthday. But it's up to you, and I actually did it on the bubble bath, but I don't know, maybe I'll do the oopsie daisy, because you always got to say sorry to somebody, right? Seems like it nowadays. So I guess I should just keep it the same because I was happy with that. So let's see, your friendship means everything. You don't want to lose a friend over something crazy, and I don't like how that turned out. So let's flip it over and do it again, and I'm going to get my little mat out so I can stamp better. Oh, that's my dog dreaming, if you hear that. There, much better. Okay. Alrighty. So we will put this inside. So has anybody else, any other demos, pre-ordered this set yet? Or did you go for the monkeys and the zoo? I'm not sure I'm going to get, I mean, I like the monkeys, but Mitch, he's really dreaming. He was such a stinker this winter with trying to walk on the ice all the time. And you could even do, oh goodness, you could even stamp a daisy in here if you really wanted to, but I think it's just perfect. If you have to tell someone you're sorry, this is just perfect. So what do you guys think? I love the colors, so I love the two colors together. Let me get these out of here so I don't get them on my next project. So the next thing we're doing, and I don't buy candy because I eat it and I don't need it. So it's just a box. You could do a little hand soap with a gift card, some jewelry. You could do, you know, definitely candy in here, but you could do a thinking of you or have a good day or whatever. So we will start with this. And I kind of did some of the prep work because I had to round all these corners. But starting out, this is a 4.5 by 5 5/8, and I scored 1.5 inches on all 4 sides. Okay, so we're just going to build the box for the inside. Pretty simple. I love the little box I made last week. I thought that was just adorable. Okay, so what you're going to do is take out these, and you're just going to, because you want these nice and straight, you're just going to notch these out. Not the side of your box, okay? Lots of times we notch them out, but not on this box, because it would be, you'd see it. But this just helps get rid of the bulk a little bit. Okay? Same on this side. Okay, so we got that. And I'm just going to use some glue on these and put them right in like that, okay? we got our glue here. And you just want to make sure it's nice and straight. And this one too. I was going to go get my little clips out and it's like I was sad to see some of the colors go that I like, but now with working with the new colors, it's like, oh, so cute. So it doesn't bother you as much. Get that one out a little bit. This is why I use glue. So I got time to move it around. So you just want your box nice and even, okay? So I got 2 pieces of each of this. This is that designer paper, and I rounded these. So these little pieces are 3.5 by 2, and then you got your white that is 3 3/8 by 1 7/8, and then my designer paper is 3 1/4 by 1 3/4. So it's just that they're all like 1/8 of an inch shorter. So I'm just going to layer these, and I did use the corner rounder for these. This paper is even kind of cool if you want it like for a guy instead of the dots, but I just love the dots. So we will take and layer these up. So you will have a front and a back. Now I guess if you didn't want to use all this paper, you could just use this for your back, but I think it looks nice, the whole box to be decorated. Okay, so on this, you will put your glue on the sides, okay? You don't want to do it on the back of these because you'll have way too much glue. And the thing is just to kind of make them even into the bottom, okay? So I'm just going to set it down like this and hold it so it's even with the bottom, okay? And then you'll do the same with this. This box is actually really easy to make. I call it a box. It's actually like a bag. You just want to get that on the best you can, even-wise, and just do the same thing. If you set it up like this, then you can kind of have it even on the bottom. Okay. And then my handle is 8 by 5/8, 8 inches by 5/8 of an inch. So I'm just going to kind of take my bone folder and just soften it up a little bit so it can put it right there. And I'm just going to put a little glue there. Now you could use your tear tape. This is going to go on the inside. Oh, I got glue all over me. So that will stick there, and then you'll do a little bit right here. Just kind of want to make sure your handle is even. And if you don't want such a high handle, you can make it lower by, you know, putting it in further, okay? So there's that. Look at, I got glue there. I'm going to have to clean that up. But all right. So what I did with this is I just used the leaves and then the little flower. So I am going to get this because the way I am doing this with my glue. So I will have my bottom part. I'm going to cut my leaf off and this flower. So if you're making a bunch of cards, and depending on what colors you want to use, but you could die cut a lot of these out and just put them away in a baggie for when you need them. Okay, I'm just taking that center out. So what I am doing here is trying to get this lined up again. I got the 3. I seem to find these 3 in that little hook there better, so that's how I line it up. And you don't need a lot of glue on here, so And it's actually pretty even like that, but I am going to add the white as well. So let's see. Yep. The more you play around with these, the easier it is to, let me see, I'm just going to smear that there. The easier it is to figure your little leaves out. Does that seem right? Let's see. Yeah, I think that was right. I got so much glue on my fingers that everything's sticking. There we go. Okay, so we got that. And what I did is I stamped the sentiment. I did the birthday one. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that here. Okay. Yes, I love these colors together. That's probably the one reason I joined Stampin' Up! Is because of how they coordinate everything. They make it really easy to be creative. Okay, so we got that done. Let's see, I am going to pop up this, the same, put that on first. My dimensionals. Okay, and then we will pop up the flower. Okay, got it right over there. And then the leaves, I'm just going to, hopefully I got enough glue here. I'm just going to tuck that right under. And you can do that since I have it popped up, but let me get this out of the way. And I have a little glue dot for my ribbon. Which I'm probably going to kind of roll up because it's with the twine. And I'm just going to put my ribbon right there in the center of my daisy. And if you want, you can add bling to this, but I really don't even think it needs it. I think it's so cute, just like that. What do you guys think? I just love this. So I hope you guys do too, and hopefully I get you inspired. But I was just going to show you the 3 cards, or the 2 cards in the little box. But I did this same, you know, pattern, but I did it with the bubble bath in the white. Isn't that beautiful? But on here, I guess it would have been fine, but just to kind of show you how beautiful that is, it probably would have been just fine on here too. But it really pops with certain colors. And I didn't know, even on the boho blue, isn't that pretty? But I really like the yellow with that. Now the other thing I did, and the people who came to my retreat, you guys got this card, of course, but kind of the same style as this, but I did this in the, there's a different blue, it's a darker blue. It's the same as this blue, I can't remember the name of it, but then I did the lemon lolly and the copper clay. But I thought that was pretty too. And then another one that I was playing around with that I didn't even really finish, and of course my ribbon got kind of all crazy here, but this is just the stamped on and off with the same blue, that darker blue. It's Azar or something. I don't have it. I think that's how you say it. I don't even know the last part of it. But anywho, I used the white, and then I did a little technique here, which I'm hoping to do a couple cards on that. But I thought that was really pretty. I think I might have to change my bow though, because it got all crazy on me. And so, but I really like that. And then the other card that I did It's not Misty Moonlight. It's the new color. We've had Misty Moonlight before, but that's not what it is. It's AZURE something. I can't remember. Afternoon, maybe? I don't know. I'm still learning the new colors. But this card did the yellow, and I'm going to probably do a video on this separately because it takes a little longer. I was going to do it today, and I thought, nah. But it's got the pop-up vase, and I've done a pop-up vase before, but I love it with the you know, the yellow and stuff. So I thought this was pretty cool. So I'll probably end up doing a video on this this week or sometime, maybe even today. But I'll post it to YouTube and then share the link so you can watch how to make it. But it's really kind of cool, and it folds just like it normally would. But so okay. But thank you guys for joining me, and don't forget, if you want to place an order using my host code from now to Sunday midnight, at least of $35, I'll send you the product to make this. Now, you will have to have the stamp sets and the dies to do this. So, but like by the time you get it, you know, you probably almost have your order. Because I usually try to ship it out like by Wednesday of the following week. So, okay, thank you guys, and I will see you next Wednesday. Have a great weekend.